Ibn Ishaq and Al-Kindi from the 20th of the 7th month of 1446. Literal Babylon was resurrected and praised for its proliferation of wisdom, but now they fear the seminaries of souls. Linguistic and theological studies connect to a world that is multidisciplinary. The mystic is not so affected by the conflicting uses of philosophy. What has government to do with other than practicality? Preservation is not enough if there can be the developmentary, personal organization, and the trough of the work of Al-Kindi is also an example of what can be figured out by us, particularly Ibn Ishaq improved the ways of translation and cultural understanding, but was best known for prophetic biography. Inherited information is used with others, not of our path, to further our real world community. Now, one of the things that is in the parentheses of what we're looking at is the Hausa Alama. And just like madrasa, it's a widely misunderstood term because people have got this ridiculous idea that there is only religious instruction and people can't develop. They're just led to quote and all that. But that's not the case. And Al-Kindi are Abu Yusuf Yaqub ibn Ishaq Asabah Al-Kindi, was known for music as a physician and stuff too, but philosophy was the main thing he was known for. Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Ishaq bin Yasar is Ibn Ishaq. And yeah, he's best known for Asira an-Nabawiyya. So the biography of the Prophet, or the life of, but I think we should use the term biography because of the life of Christ thing is what people are going to think of, and it might be better in that respect. A lot of people think of separating things out, and that's one of the points of the poem, is that one needs to put things, back in. And over time, things have, changed in terms of each Hausa. And, because obviously they have to speak the local language as well as the languages of the text that they're looking into. They have to be able to understand it to practice their lives, to be able to address people of different faiths. And some of the methods of that obviously differ. And just like a madrasa, unless you're talking about just, a Sunday meeting at a masjid where they gather all the kids or something like this, you're having a full education on top of the religiously relevant studies. And I find looking into it, state after state that actually has that as their primary school are doing better than even the rest of the private schools, if not, the public schools. in terms of that sort of thing. So it's a circle of knowledge where they discuss and go over the methods. And governments often kind of set things out, but it's actually spirituality that encourages people. And you can encourage in others, you can take the benefit of others, whether or not there's this total alignment. Nowadays, people don't even, they're causing problems within their faith groups. They get too sectarian, and so of course they're overrun, and there is no Islamic State. There are areas where there's efforts towards one, and I don't mean one's ruled by certain powers from the West and infiltrated, and while the sanctions and other sorts of oppressions on these nations does hold back. But if the community stop their fighting over various things and say, okay, well, we differ, then they could establish a real Islamic Golden Age. But the Golden Age of Islam is not the same thing as political ascendancy. And that's one of the things in this series that's coming out, is that the political authorities sometimes held the Muslim community back, at least by not putting resources towards the ultimate benefit.